In this video and in continuation of the educational videos, we are not only here to discuss Dujardin's performance in dealing with the horse and her suspension by the International Equestrian Federation, but we also have to highlight the most important values and principles of life and education through this behavior, and we will present some questions and responses that may be a transformation in the lives of others for the better through the player's professional career. Dujardin was temporarily suspended by the International Equestrian Federation on July 23 after it launched an investigation into a video clip dating back 4 years ago showing her committing what she described as a mistake in judgment during a training session. What was the International Equestrian Federation's decision regarding Dujardin? Dujardin was temporarily suspended by the International Equestrian Federation on July 23 for 1 year and fined 10,000 Swiss francs, £8,881, effectively ending the disciplinary proceedings against her. What did Dujardin do with the training horse? She repeatedly whipped a pupil's horse while on the ground, sparking widespread criticism. The FA received the complaint from Dutch equestrian lawyer Stefan Wensing, who is acting on behalf of an anonymous client. What was Dujardin's reaction to the decision? I fully respect the FA's ruling, which was released today. As the FA acknowledged, my actions in the video do not reflect who I am and I can only apologize once again. I understand the responsibility that comes with my position in the sport and will always strive to do better. This has undoubtedly been one of the darkest and most difficult periods of my life, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has supported me during this time. She acknowledged that she was the person in the video and acknowledged that her behavior was inappropriate prior to withdrawing from the Olympics. She said she was deeply ashamed, and that the incident was completely out of character and does not reflect how I train my horses or train my pupils. Will the time served count towards her 1-year ban? Yes, but during her ban, Dujardin is prohibited from taking part in any competition or event activity under the jurisdiction of the FA or National Federation. What has been the British Equestrian and Dressage Federation's response to the ban? Dujardin is ineligible to compete in any national competition or training events during this period. Dujardin, who has won 6 Olympic medals including individual gold in 2012 and 2016, has been dropped by sponsors and dropped as an ambassador by the Brook International Horse Show and the London International Horse Show. Meanwhile, British Sport has suspended Dujardin's eligibility to receive public funding. British Dressage Federation Chief Executive Jason Brotigham said, "We are united with the FA in our zero-tolerance approach to any breach of our horse welfare policies, and this case has demonstrated that these disciplinary processes work, regardless of the situation of the individual involved." What was the main reason during training that Dujardin did this? The Truth Stefan Wensing, the lawyer representing the 19-year-old who brought the complaint, said the incident occurred when Dujardin was asking the student to lift the horse's legs. The student was not really shocked at first because she was training with the best rider in the world and she thought that whatever she was doing would be fine. What is the view of FA President Ingmar de Vos as the Paris 2024 Olympic Games draw near? He is very disappointed with this case, especially as the Paris 2024 Olympic Games are approaching. However, it is our responsibility and the need to deal with any cases of abuse, as the welfare of the horses cannot be compromised. In fact, I want to emphasize a very important educational life value through this event, which is that it is possible for a person to fall into sin or commit a mistake, intentionally or unintentionally, but the more a person admits and acknowledges his mistake and feels guilty, remorseful and ashamed and that he is ready to bear responsibility whatever the consequences, the more this leads to everyone sympathizing with him, supporting him and backing him because the person may have acted in a way beyond his will and this does not necessarily reflect his personality. Finally, if you liked the video, I hope you support me by liking, commenting and subscribing to the channel.